Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I do have my full review, my thoughts, my impressions of the Pulsar Xlite V2. In my left hand, I do have the Pulsar Xlite V1, and I can say that the upgrades, however minimal they may be in each of their own way, add up to a very nice package that is a noticeable upgrade to the V1. Whether or not you should upgrade from the V1 to the V2 is really a personal decision. Do you have to? Do you really gain a huge performance advantage? No, you don't. But overall, it is a much better, more refined package than V1. Noticeably different are the ridges on the left side of the mouse as well as the right side of the mouse, making the matte sides on the left and right side make it feel like a more comfortable gripping experience. It is definitely a noticeably in the hand, better feeling, better coating, just overall nicer experience on the V2 than the V1. The major difference comes with the weight balance change, adding a piece of plastic on V2 with a battery on the backside, making it feel a little bit more weight balanced, and it is down to 59 grams. The scroll wheel has been raised a little bit, so moving your finger from the left click to your middle mouse, if that's how you click your middle mouse, is noticeably easier, noticeably more comfortable, and the switches in my V2 feel and sound a lot better than my V1. They are noticeably a lot easier to spam, and that's kind of just a tensioning thing. It might have just been a minor revision. But it does feel better, making the V2, again, feel like an overall better package than V1. Again, at $80, should you upgrade from V1 to V2? It's really a personal decision. If it's your main mouse, do I think that you would really enjoy V2? Yes, I do. If you don't have the money and you already have a V1, just stick with the V1. They both have a 3370 sensor, and the V1 is still an extremely good mouse. I had it in my top 5 of 2021, and it is still my top 2 mice. I use the Ninjutsu Katana Superlight, I use my G Pro Superlight, and I use my Pulsar Xlite V1 or V2. Now that I have my V2, am I going to ever use my V1? No, I wouldn't. Because again, the V2 is just a better package and in every way than the V1. But if you are looking for an ergonomic mouse, my top recommendation right now, hands down, is the Pulsar Xlite V2. I think it is the best ergonomic mouse on the market. I think it's one of the best wireless mice on the market. Again, right now, it is my top 2 picks for what I choose for my own personal game day, my ranking grind day. And I can't recommend the mouse enough. If you've, again, liked that ergonomic mouse feel, if you're looking for a very lightweight, extremely well-performing gaming mouse, the Pulsar Xlite V2, I have nothing bad to say about it. The default PTFE skates are okay. They're not my personal favorite, but you can always upgrade to the Glass Super Glides, which I have done on my copy, and it feels extremely good on V2. So I do want to show you guys a full game of Apex that I had on the Pulsar Xlite V2. I'm going to show you guys a few areas in my gameplay that I think kind of feel a little bit awkward just on ergonomic mice in general. And it's not something that I can't overcome. It's something that once I use the mouse more and more and I become consistent, it is something that I am able to work around and fix and resolve, and then I'm very consistent with that type of movement. But it's kind of a thing where it's, a large ergonomic mouse compared to something like the Orochi V2, the Final Mouse Starlight 12 Small, or another small mouse that has a little bit more inner hand maneuverability. And I'll get into that in a bit, but I do want to show you guys a full clip of Apex gameplay on the Pulsar Xlite V2. Let's check it out. And you guys can probably see the area where I get a little bit uncomfortable is wrist abduction or radial deviation, where I get my wrist a little bit too close to my body. And that's something that I can easily fix. I just have to play a little bit more consistently with the mouse and get used to repositioning as opposed to allowing myself to get that close to the pad. And to get you guys up close and personal to the V1 with the ribbed sides and the open bottom, and V2, you can see the matte sides with a little bit of ribbing on each side and the battery on the bottom. And a click comparison between V1 and V2. Side switches feel also a little bit better on V2 than V1. So guys, definitely in total, some very worthy upgrades to the already very great Pulsar Xlite. The V2 is definitely my #1 pick for an ergonomic mouse. I would easily say that this is probably the best ergonomic mouse that has ever hit the market. I think in wireless format, the performance is absolutely phenomenal. The comfort is absolutely phenomenal, and there's not anything negative I can personally say about the mouse. The weight balance, everything leads to a very, very enjoyable experience. So that is it for this review, guys. Don't forget to pet your fur buddies, and I'll see you guys in the next review. Peace.